You felt it this morning. Not sadness, not anger. Something quieter and more corrosive than both. The feeling that what you are doing right now, the job, the relationship, the version of yourself you present to the world, is not quite real. That you are performing a life rather than living one. That somewhere underneath all of it, there is nothing. That feeling has a name. Nietzsche called it nihilism, and he said it was coming for everyone. Nihilism, Nietzsche wrote, means the highest values devalue themselves. The aim is lacking. Why finds no answer? He was not describing a philosophy. He was describing a condition. The condition of a civilization that had dismantled every source of genuine meaning and replaced each one with a simulation of meaning that looked identical from the outside and felt completely hollow from the inside. He wrote this in 1882. He was describing your life today. Here is what nihilism actually produces. Not despair, something worse. It produces performance. When meaning disappears, human beings do not sit down in the void and stare at it. They fill it. They build elaborate systems of activity that generate the appearance of meaning. The career, the social media identity, the relationship that is performed publicly before it is felt privately, the achievement that is photographed before it is experienced. The highest values have devalued themselves. This breakdown marks the onset of a state characterized by absolute meaninglessness and the proliferation of resentment-fueled behavior. Look at the last 3 things you were genuinely proud of. Now ask yourself, did you feel the pride before or after you shared it? Did the achievement exist as an internal reality first? Or did it require external confirmation to become real? For most people alive today, the answer is the second one. The experience is incomplete without the witness. The life is not felt until it is seen. That is not psychology. That is Nietzsche's nihilism operating at the level of daily behavior. Now add the layer that Nietzsche did not live to see: artificial intelligence. Every image can be generated. Every voice can be cloned. Every relationship can be simulated with sufficient data. Every piece of content you consume may have been produced by a system that has never experienced anything and never will. You are now living inside a world where you cannot distinguish the real from the manufactured, not occasionally, structurally. The distinction has been engineered away. Nietzsche asked, is there still any up or down? Are we not straying through an infinite nothing? Do we not feel the breath of empty space? Has it not become colder? He was writing about the death of God. He was writing about 2026, when meaning was anchored to something external and fixed, to God, to tradition, to nature. The world had a texture. It had resistance. It pushed back against you. You could feel it. Now the world is optimized to agree with you. The algorithm confirms your preferences. The AI reflects your personality back at you. The feed shows you exactly what you already believe. There is no resistance left. And without resistance, you cannot feel yourself. Here is what social validation actually is, not connection, a substitute for it. A like on a post does not mean someone engaged with your reality. It means they pressed a button while scrolling past yours. The metric that tells you your life is being seen is produced by an action that takes 0.3 seconds and requires no thought, no investment, and no real awareness of you as a person. You know this, and you keep checking anyway. Nietzsche warned, If we fail to replace the shadow of values derived from God, we risk slipping into a deep nihilism, a world where, recognizing our values are ultimately foundationless, we become apathetic and cynical, even despairing. The likes are the shadow values. The follower count is the shadow value. The engagement metric is what you are using where meaning used to be. And the specific horror of shadow values is that they are just convincing enough to prevent you from looking for the real thing. You are not empty because nothing is happening in your life. You are empty because everything that is happening has been optimized to feel like meaning while delivering none of it. Nietzsche's solution was not spiritual, it was physical. He wrote of returning to the earth, not as metaphor, as literal instruction. The body that is cold, the muscle that is exhausted, the ground under bare feet, the cut that bleeds, the hunger that is real and not the product of a notification. Physical suffering, Nietzsche argued, is the only experience that cannot be faked. It is the one signal that bypasses performance entirely. When you are genuinely exhausted from something that demanded everything from you, not from passive consumption, not from the specific fatigue of being managed by an algorithm, but from the exhaustion of building something or enduring something that required your whole body to be present for it. There is no gap between the experience and your awareness of it. You are simply in it. No audience required. No validation pending. Just the fact of the thing happening to you. That is what Nietzsche meant by the return to the earth. The rediscovery of experience that is real precisely because it costs you something that cannot be photographed, shared, or liked. 3 signs that your life has become artificial. First, your most significant experiences from the past year exist primarily as content, not as memories lived through your body, as posts, as stories, as evidence. Second, you feel more real in the process of documenting your life than in the process of living it. The camera gives the moment meaning that the moment did not have on its own. Third, the idea of doing something significant that no one will ever know about produces anxiety rather than freedom. The unwitnessed life feels like a wasted one. Nietzsche's declaration diagnosed the collapse of traditional values. His answer was the Übermensch, a creative figure who constructs new values grounded in human strength and life affirmation. The Übermensch does not perform his life. He lives it in the dark, in the cold, against real resistance, without documentation. The abyss Nietzsche described is not a metaphor. It is the specific vertigo of a man who has looked for himself in a mirror that only reflects what he performs, and found nothing behind the performance. The return to the earth is not a retreat. It is the only direction in which something real still exists. Your body knows the difference between real and fake. It has always known. The cold water knows. The heavy stone knows. The ground that does not agree with you knows. Go find the things that cannot lie to you. Start there.